Okay, check. Okay, because
Check,
it's
1,
the
2.
West Side Stories with Ace, with Adrian Diaz. We're gonna do this a cappella because I don't got my guitar. Yeah, it's the West Side Stories with your host, Wes Brenner and Adrian Diaz. How could it get much better? West Side Stories. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of West Side Stories podcast. Clearly, I don't have my guitar today. Usually, I do a little intro song. Sometimes I'll think of a more clever rhyme. That one didn't rhyme, but we do have, my brother Ace. Oh, hello, and we have some spectators too. Hey, there's gonna be a comedy show in here later, ladies.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Come check it out. It's a Latino special comedy show. Yeah, it's like Latino Def Jam.
Yeah, you're headlining tonight.
I guess so. I didn't even know.
You brought all the bells and whistles. Look at you.
That's the most that's the most Latino person you could find was me. I'm the quarter Mexican of me is gonna be no, but we got Ace, Adrian Diaz. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
On the pod, brother. Yeah, dude, we've been trying to get this happening for a while.
Yeah, it's been like multiple times.
Yeah, no worries. We, lots of moving parts. You know what I mean. And now we're actually here at the MP bar, which is the last couple mics here, but potentially because we've heard that before.
Yeah.
But probably the last couple here. But it's been a fun run here, and there was a gorilla on the wall for a long time. That was a beautiful era.
It's still continuing.
Oh, it's still here. Oh, you're bringing the gorilla to the next spot?
Of course. He started with me when I began all this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, so
hell yeah, dude. He's a traveler.
He's this free spirit, dude. He can't contain in a cage.
Hell no, never could be contained, dude. The gorilla needs to be let out on the loose. Wasn't there, this is like a local to Washington story, so you wouldn't know about this, but I think that there was this, mall in Tacoma back in, the 90s that they had a gorilla in the mall, in a cage.
Wow.
But it was, I'm pretty sure, I can't fact check myself because my phone's all being used for making the podcast. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a gorilla, or maybe it was a different animal, but I think it was a gorilla, and it was in this mall in fucking Tacoma, which is that's just the 90s for you, you know.
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah, no, it's terrible for sure. I was just watching a program on Channel 5. I don't know if you've ever tuned into those guys, but they do a lot of on the streets kind of journalism, just about different crazy stuff that's happening in the world, and they'll film it, and they do what they can to kind of direct aid or whatever, you know what I mean. They're not just trying to make content off of bad things happening, but I was watching one that was on the last Greyhound racing, which is in West Virginia, I think.
Yeah.
And it's the last bastion of Greyhound racing, and it was pretty crazy watching it. And there was some scandal that was basically kind of alleging that the proprietors of this Greyhound racing whatever establishment were feeding cocaine to their the Greyhound dogs.
Damn.
They found some cocaine in the they piss tested the dogs or whatever and found some cocaine residue. And then the dude's excuse was hilarious. He was oh yeah, he was if you take $100 bill or something and you test the back of that, you'll find cocaine on that too. It's it means nothing that there's cocaine in the dogs. It's
right. Well, sharks got traces of cocaine in them too, right?
Sharks?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
What?
Yeah.
I heard a cocaine bear, not cocaine shark.
Dude, they're I believe in Brazil or somewhere out in the hot waters, right, where the sharks hang out at.
Yeah.
They've been discovering traces of drugs, not only just cocaine, but other stuff
Oh damn! Well, it's probably like a pound of cocaine. Like they're doing like or a kilo probably goes overboard or something.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
they're shipping, and then something happens, kilo goes overboard, whatever, and then that a shark finds it, eats this whole kilo of cocaine. Like is like super shark, like super predator, just mobbing through the water. Is just like no, like. Doo doop. It's like Jaws, but it's super fast. Doo doop, doo doop, doo doop, doo doop, doo doo doo. It's like sped up Jaws. Jaws on 2.7. But hell yeah, dude. Well, yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, dude. How long? When did you get into into DJing and stuff? Like I know you DJ a lot.
Good
karaoke.
question. Well, I actually started. I'm naturally a karaoke singer, right? So,
Okay.
I'm a local pub, which is the owner sold it, but it's out in North Park. Anyhow, starts with it rhymes with Hillies. You know what I'm saying? Don't say it because I'm not giving them any credit.
Yeah.
But I learned how to sing, and after being at the bar so many times, people be like, "You should be the host," So that more like. Just snowballed into actually doing somebody's wedding, the DJ at a friend's wedding, and I did not realize that I had anxiety.
Yeah,
a lot of people do, and I didn't know what it was, and I was anxious not to do it.
Yeah,
but she paid me, and she told me that you were going to become the family DJ.
Yeah,
and in a sense, that opened up my world, So
that's
I started with the wedding DJ,
yeah.
and from there, those two hybrid work hand in hand,
Yeah, no, totally. Hell yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so I would say over 7 years now.
Nice.
DJing, yeah.
Damn, hell yeah. No, that's a chunk of time for sure, man. That's sick. Hell yeah. No, it's it's cool to be able to have that knowledge and be able to produce shows and help put things on and help put people on stage and give stage time and
having a background in at the time it's actually was called telemedia. I have a background in that, so I learned stage production, video. It was actually where I first started and doing actually weddings.
Okay.
I did videographer. I did hundreds of weddings, dude. Every summer.
Oh, nice.
I have someone I work with, and I was the backup videographer. And I was also his bitch too. I had to carry all the equipment and all that, but I didn't care. You got to learn somewhere, right?
Totally.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So when I got back into doing weddings again, it was not what I wanted to do, honestly. But you know what? It's where the money's at, and I was ignoring about the fact that's where business is at.
Totally. No, that's a booming economy, the wedding business, which is probably why they.
Yeah, but you're probably asking about comedy as well.
Comedy too. Yeah.
So that actually started during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. I ran a nightclub in El Cajon. Mm-hmm. Right, it was the only nightclub out there in the East County that had no jurisdiction whatsoever. Yeah. And the only thing that actually glued me to go there is because it had outdoor. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, make a long story short, I ran karaoke 6 nights a week and then burn out within a couple of weeks. Then next thing you know, the boss is like, "You need to bring in open mic here." Yeah. And I said, "Like what?" He's like, "Open mic hip hop." And I said, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying." So the first thing I thought was somebody dropping my equipment on the ground. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to who it is, but
they're like mic drop.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So so I said, "Let me get back to you about it." So I Googled and I did research, and the day I asked him, I said, "Hey, could you give me the opportunity to bring open mic comedy?" Yeah. And he was more cool about it, So make a long story short, I actually hired an independent comedy producer, and I learned the worst and the best to do of comedy. And what has happened is a partnership united where I was able to take comedy before my karaoke gigs, and it's a hybrid of a niche that I created during the pandemic, and it worked for me. And I took that element to other bars, other restaurants, other gigs, other places that I would never thought to do comedy, Yeah, so that's how it started. So I was actually the DJ just watching hundreds of comics going through my circuit, and I just observed what was happening.
Totally.
And I've always been
eventually get the itch and stuff.
Yeah, you know. So if you put all the elements together, especially you got the gear, you got the talents.
Mm-hmm.
Anything's possible, brother.
Totally. No, that's dope. Yeah, and I like the way that you'll put like music and comedy on the same show. I like to do similar kind of stuff with events and stuff. It's like a nice mixture sometimes if it can be done right. I feel like to be able to have variety and like then it brings in a diverse different like audience because you can get to different people in different circles through comedy, through music or whatever. And so that's always I dig that instead of a lot of shows out here are just comedy blah blah, and so it's nice to have the ones that have some stuff. And that's definitely a way that I've opened some doors too, is playing music. And then because I play music longer, so then being able to be like, hey, I'll play music here, and then can I do a little bit of comedy too? And then it's like,
yeah, right. You understand.
It's a good way. Yeah, it's a good way. The worlds mesh very well. And
exactly, they do. And actually, the best shows that I actually have actually been music and comedy shows.
Yeah,
totally. Don't get me wrong. A comedy show itself, it's fun, but when you add more fruits of flavor to it and add more, right?
Yeah.
Add more toppings rather than vanilla,
Totally. No, I think variety is good because I think people get especially when it's comedy fans or you're at a comedy club, it's a little different because it's like, oh, these people came out to see comedy. You know what I mean? That's they're choosing to spend their evening that way. But it's like when you're just going to a venue that you're bringing people to, and also is already going to have their locals and whatever. It's like they are maybe not expecting to listen to comedy, and they probably are into it, but it's I think chopping it up, and also the same goes for music, where it's sometimes music can be really hit the spot. Sometimes it could be maybe a little abrasive in a small space like a cafe or a restaurant. So I feel having the two can bring a nice kind of smorgasbord of entertainment, a little charcuterie board of entertainment right there, but no, that's cool, man. Freaking yeah, dude. Yeah, and did you grow up out here in San Diego?
Yeah, Chula Vista.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Chula Vista. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, it's a good comedy scene out here. I like it. It's good people and good funny comics, and there's some decent amount of stage time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good stuff, man. Yeah, dude. I still haven't been over to Tijuana or Mexico.
Well, let's go, dude.
I know.
I'm about to renew my passport any day now.
I know. Yeah, that's why I need to get a passport.
That's my second home, dude.
Hell yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm down. Yeah, you gotta show me around because
Oh yeah, I used to do a tour. I used to be a Baja wine tour guide pre-pandemic, dude.
Okay.
Did it for 4 seasons actually.
Baja wine.
So actually, when you cross the border, you go down about about an hour's drive.
Yeah.
And you take the one, which is on the coast.
Yeah.
It's the most beautiful drive, right? And you cut across inland, which is called Valle de Guadalupe. It's a winery out there that people don't really know. And not to bore you, but it's probably the best wines in Mexico.
My boy is tired.
You know what I mean?
No, that sounds sick. No, that sounds fire. Hell yeah.
So I used to work in TJ too, so I could show you around where Taco Town's at.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
fire, brother.
No, I want to know for sure. I definitely, I've waited because I've been I want to go with somebody who knows where to go and what to do. I don't want to just go over there and be like, well, where do I go?
Yeah, because I don't want to go secondary with you, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that is?
No.
Because when you cross over the border, if they feel there's any suspect of, of questioning, they hold you over there. So it's called secondary inspection, right?
Damn.
Yeah, so it's pretty fucking traumatic, dude.
Yeah.
Because one time I crossed over, and I had what was it, Memorial Day?
Yeah.
And I used to run an office down there, sales office, I was training people.
Yeah.
And I crossed over on a holiday, in America, not holiday over there. So everyone took a 3-day holiday over there from here, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I crossed over. It took 8 hours and a half. Come across, and the security, which is the ICE, which is now what, Border Patrol back then?
Yeah, they're called Water Patrol.
Border Patrol.
Oh,
agent.
Border Patrol.
Yeah, which now it's called ICE.
I thought it was Water Patrol, and then they became ICE. I was like, oh, they froze.
They keep on changing the name, right?
It's different types of precipitation. Like,
so
we got snow coming in next week. Those are the big guys. That's like the SWAT team of ICE is snow.
It was crazy because this cornbread 5'1" guy, short guy, he was stepping on a stool, sends me immediately to secondary.
Yeah.
For no reason at all. Next thing you know, they throw me out of the car and put chains on me like an animal.
What the fuck?
Had me look the other way while a canine went in my car looking for...
With chains on you?
Yeah, dude, it was just ridiculous,
That's crazy.
dude. Yeah, then they threw me inside, like where they put everyone in that get detained.
Yeah.
And they had this like magistrate, like just like she had like the little black white, like, you know what I mean, like a jury,
like a judge,
like Judge Dredd, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Do you have any drugs on you? Do you have anything, weapons and stuff?" I said, "No. What am I getting detained for, ma'am?" And then my feet get kicked, like, right? Mind you, I've never been incarcerated, so this is all new to me, right?
Yeah.
This Filipino man behind me kicks me. And he just out of nowhere pulls out his hand and he starts grabbing my crotch right in front of the
He was like a police officer.
Yeah, it was another border patrol, right? So I was just like, what the? Dude, right in front of her, dude. Like, it was so, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like,
wait, how is this legal?
Dude. And then after that, they took my belt, they took my shoelaces, they took, you know what I mean? Anything sharp, my glasses.
Damn.
And I was there for like an hour and a half. Then finally I get let go, right? And I said, they go, you can let go. We x-rayed your car. There's nothing. They go, yeah, I told you. I don't know why you guys detained me. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I work, you know. So anyhow, I just wind up crossing over.
Yeah. What up,
there
dude? What up? We're doing no, you're good. We're doing a pod.
Yeah. Don't edit this, dude, please.
No.
We need to have.
I don't edit anything.
He's a beast, dude.
I have no editing skills. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, no. We can.
Yeah.
Dude, no. Yeah. So anyways, keep going. So we got thrown in.
I got thrown
in. Fucking kicked your legs down and started searching you.
Yeah. So they throw me into this holding cell, where everything's flat and cold, concrete and stainless steel.
Yeah.
And it was both men and women in there crying and shit because they obviously did get caught what they were doing, you know. So anyways, I was like, I had nothing to hide, you know. Like I was just like, fuck it, dude. So I walk out after they let me go, and I said, hey, is there anyone I could complain to? And they said, yeah, go ahead. Grab one of those brochures right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and write to your congressman. And it's all like P.O. Box, like Washington, D.C. And I'm like, are you serious? This happened in San Ysidro. This didn't happen in Washington. Yeah, it's just like, have a nice day, dude.
That's crazy, dude.
It was not cool.
That's crazy.
And part 2 of that, the next day it happened again, dude. So,
what the fuck, again? Yeah, they got you again? That's crazy.
That's the only 2 times that I've been detained.
And they just said it was for nothing?
There's just a mix-up of paperwork, dude. My car had, if anyone knows this, that when they live close by the coast, your car starts deteriorating.
Yeah.
The wax film, whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's on your paint. So my car looked like a cloud car, just because it was black, and it just started over time. Like the paint started like deteriorating. So it looked it looked suspicious.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
It was whack, dude. But anyhow,
that's crazy.
I will go through that for you for tacos, brother.
Yeah. I feel it, dude. Yeah, they gotta be good tacos, then. Goddamn. I've had a couple of border scares. I think anybody who's listened to the pod all the way through probably has heard me go through the stories. But one of them, I was at trying to cross the Canadian border by accident. I actually didn't mean to. I was I drove the wrong way on the highway, and then I was in a town that was only 15 minutes from Canada, just how in National City my house is about 15 minutes from the border or whatever, or 20 minutes. So I started driving the wrong way, didn't know, and then looked up and I was like driving into Canada. The only way to like turn around was like entering the U.S. again, and you had to like re-enter the U.S. So I like got in line to do that, but I had like an 8-ball of like Molly,
Oh,
like
no.
that I had like picked up for my buddy because I had been like staying up all night like doing it like at my friend's house, and then I'd like hit up my friend back in Seattle and I was like, hey, do you want me to bring you some? He was like, yeah, like sent me money. I like grabbed it for him and was like bringing it back to him, and then like didn't start driving the wrong way. So then I'm like in line to go in, get into the U.S. and it's like there's like cop dogs walking around, and then there's like the each booth that like we're pulling up to talk to is like a cop in there and shit. And so it's just like all like border patrol, same thing. And then it's like and then they were like, all right, and I like had weed on me, but I like told them I had weed like right away, and I was like, yeah, I didn't mean to drive. I was like, I just missed the last exit or whatever, blah blah blah. And then they were like, okay, cool, we'll just like, they're like, we have to search your car. So they're like, come over here to like loading dock A or whatever, then we'll search your car, and then we'll let you be on your way if you don't have anything. And then so they searched my car like while I was inside, and I was just like sweating bullets inside, but luckily they didn't find anything. Somehow, like I don't think they searched super thoroughly, because I have been searched super thoroughly going through a border, but I didn't have anything. But that time they searched every pocket of every pair of jeans and every shirt and like that. But yeah, because that one, like I was going to Canada too. But like I was going to a festival in Canada that they knew everybody was coming to that festival. So anybody who looks like me, they were like checking every pocket of every article of clothing you had in your suitcase, like ever. It was like the most thorough search I've ever been through. But I didn't bring anything that time. So, and the other time they didn't find it. I got away. But it was just super lucky. Like, it could have been like an international drug smuggling charge or some shit.
Oh, damn, dude. That's heavy, dude. Yeah,
that would have been bad, especially for just a dumb, like, just a mistake of just, like, driving the wrong way. Like, it'd be like, I get, like, thousands of dollars and, like, maybe some jail time just for, like, taking a wrong turn.
You'll be surprised I'm in the military or crossover doing that in TJ.
Yeah.
And they have, like a bullet on them.
Yeah. Oh, a bullet?
Like a bullet, dude.
Like just a gun bullet?
Yeah, like a shell.
Yeah.
Because they're military. They just happen to have one. And they get pulled over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
is it illegal to have?
Hell yeah, dude. Guns are not fucking legal, dude.
Oh, like if they're crossing the border or what? Or just anything?
Anything.
Or just even if they just get pulled over?
With a firearm.
Well, what if they have it registered to them? Like they have a gun registered?
No, there's a big sign before you cross, no weed.
Oh, you're talking about crossing the border.
Yeah, to Mexico, yeah.
To Mexico.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stories out there about that, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you gotta, definitely double check, all your pockets. And
that's the lesson learned here, huh?
Yeah, make sure, you don't want to be, like, rolling in there fucking empty-handed, or no, you do want to be rolling in empty-handed. You don't want to be full-handed. You don't want to have anything in your hands or your pockets, because it could be bad, But I feel like Mexico. Now I just watched Breaking Bad for the first time.
That's scary shit,
and
dude.
so now I'm kind of like, oh damn, like now I'm more scared of Mexico. Like before I was like, oh, I'll probably be fine, but now I'm like, well, like the cartel are probably doing some crazy shit out there.
They are, but here's the thing: if you don't have any bad shit going on, then you don't have nothing to worry about, dude.
That's true.
So unless you hang out with the bag fellas,
No, I don't think I would. I think I'd probably be. I think I'd be on the good. I'd be at the freaking mariachi. The mariachi band. They got mariachi out there?
Hell yeah, dude, on the street.
That's the home of it, right?
The whole street, dude.
Oh shit! It's like New Orleans, but like Mexican New Orleans.
Exactly, dude.
Oh shit!
They're waiting to play to get paid.
Oh shit, dude. I need that, dude. Yeah, I want to go see some fire breathers and freaking, whatever else is out there. Some chupacabras. That'd be sick. summon the spirit of a chupacabra, go ride it into the desert, find Jim Morrison, bring him back.
You're on a good trip, brother.
It'll be yeah. I just ate some peyote buttons, and now I'm halfway to Las Vegas in a red convertible with my lawyer in the passenger seat, spilling cocaine out of a salt shaker. Yeah, hell yeah. Have you ever taken mushrooms?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
mushrooms. Yeah, mushrooms are. I've been taking them for like 5 years or something.
Really?
Shut the fuck up, Goob. You like mushrooms? Goose eating mushrooms, a whole plate of them. Goose eating mushrooms before a whole plate of them. Stuffed mushrooms. It's a Sopranos joke. It's okay.
That's funny. Yeah, dude, I love mushrooms, dude.
Hell yeah.
On my pizza. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you feel like a Ninja Turtle. Whenever you have mushrooms on your pizza, you
or
feel
stuffed
like
mushrooms.
Stuffed mushrooms? I haven't really had much stuffed mushrooms.
Really?
What
I
do they
gotta
stuff
take you to
them
the
with?
Rainbow Room. Have you gone to the Rainbow Room?
No.
Dude, there's legends that go over there
Yeah.
for their pizza.
Yeah, Keith Moon he had a booth there. Stuff.
No, but I've done mushrooms a handful of times. I haven't done
A
it in
handful
like
of
year.
mushrooms.
Yeah, dude.
A handful of times.
But I do partake. But
Hell yeah.
I need to get isolated away to do another good trip.
Yeah, you want to be in the forest or like, but not too deep in the forest and like
No.
not in the dark.
No, I did
daytime.
one. I messed up doing one in the nighttime, dude. I learned my lesson, dude.
Yeah, I've done that before. That's like you start seeing fucking giant energy monsters and energy worms start crawling through your face.
Tinkerbell, dude. I saw Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell?
Yeah, she was glowing like green.
That might not be bad. I feel like Tinkerbell would be kind of a nice entity.
But I was at
see.
a campfire, and the ranger came by, and he said,
Oh shit!
turn off your fire.
Turn off your fire.
Yeah, so I
You need
did.
to turn that fire off, sir.
Yeah, so I poured water on it, and behind him, this emitted this green fluorescent.
It was the green flash.
It was
You see the green flash, you're like, oh shit.
And I said, excuse me,
Tinkerbell.
is that you guys' fluorescent light? And they're like, what are you talking about, sir?
To the cops.
Well, the ranger left. I just
Oh.
discovered Tinkerbell floating around.
Damn, that's pretty nice though.
That was half an eighth, by the way, dude.
Damn, that's a good. Yeah, I'm a lightweight when it comes to mushrooms. Like,
Yeah.
a little bit will get me pretty.
You can microdose, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely eaten some bigger, not huge doses, but I've eaten I remember eating what are the Cabenzis? I remember
Mhm.
eating like a big ass Cabenzi one time. And I was like at this reggae show at this festival. This was like 15 or more years ago or something. But I was at this festival, and a reggae band was playing. It was like a festival that was like at the top of this kind of like, not mountain, but it was like at the top of this big fucking hill or whatever. It was a glorified mountain or a glorified hill. But yeah, anyways, this reggae band was just super sick. I remember, and I was very high on mushrooms too. But it was like,
It was crazy, man.
I was seeing fractal lions in front of me and shit.
Yeah, I did one where I saw a town became a clay town.
Claymation.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Like Pee Wee's Playhouse, like intro song or something.
Or like Wallace and Gromit. That's wild.
Then I remember seeing patterns of Mickey Mouse and just
Yeah,
cartoons
yeah.
of growing up, dude. Like constellations.
Totally.
It was weird, dude. But it was a good experience, and I always remember yawning because the CO2 that you exhale, right? I heard that your body produces a lot of CO2. So since you yawn so much, you naturally start crying too.
Oh no, I'm already crying. Before the mushrooms,
it was good cry, dude.
I was already crying. Yeah, I always my body is like pretty like my body's like kind of delicate, so sensitive. My stomach's like sensitive, so I'll like yeah. Sometimes like the mushrooms will fuck my shit up, more than I like. There's a good way lemon. I think it's called lemon zesting or something like some. I forget, but anyways, it's like you like take a lemon and you or you powder the mushrooms, like you grind the mushrooms up so they're like in a powder form, and then you put them into like a lemon juice, like you put them in lemon juice, like freshly squeezed lemon juice, and let them like sit for like 30 minutes or more in that, and that like dissolves the acidity of the mushrooms, so that, or it breaks down like the acidity of the mushrooms, so then your stomach doesn't have to do all of that work, and so it makes it easier for you. Get high. Well, it makes it easier for your stomach to digest, so it doesn't like if you ever get stomach problems. Because I always get like if I eat just mushrooms without anything, like I always usually my stomach will hurt because it's like you're digesting a poison,
Yeah,
it is
that's
poison.
What you're doing. You're reacting to a poison.
Totally. So it's like like I mean, it does definitely like just same with alcohol for me. Like it's like alcohol's a poison, and so like my body is super. Receptive to like easily like I get pretty fucked up off just a little bit of alcohol, and then I'll like end up being hungover and puking, and
I hear you.
So I don't drink very much. And the mushrooms, it's almost the same, but like I think the lemon zesting or whatever, it's a little better.
I like that, dude. I'll try it. I have some ready to go in the tea.
The mushrooms?
Yeah, it's already grinded up.
Hell yeah, dude.
I just gotta pick a time.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's so funny, right? You're just sitting here, damn it. I'm like, get on mic, Ragu. Come on.
He ain't ready.
No, he'll never do a pod. He doesn't do pods.
He's a legend.
He's like, I can't.
He's too good for public radio.
Exactly. Well, so I'm like, I want to like get to like episode 100 and then be like, Ragu, like we're at episode 100. Or episode 1,000. Once we get to 1,000, we're like, dude, we're to 1,000 episodes.
How many right now?
I think this is 50.
Oh, nice, dude.
I think this is number 50.
Number 50. How funny, dude. I turned 50 next month.
Oh, shit. Damn, 50, bro. Lucky number 50.
Oh, yeah.
That's sick. Hell yeah. Well, shit. I mean, Mike's starting. Or when's the show starting? Like at 8?
Yeah.
But we can call this early. We could do like a little half. Right now, we could cut it and then
come back to that. Then, man.
Yeah, come back, do another half at a different time or something.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, that was a good.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate
start.
You, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. You want to plug some stuff? Plug anything?
Just thanks for following Monkey Feet Entertainment and Rotten Ragu Productions. We are in the process of moving to a new venue, so stick around. I'll make an announcement.
Yes.
I have a 50th birthday bash comedy show coming up. I'm in the middle of deciding which venue or venues to partake, but my goal is I'll express when we continue this conversation. Thank you, Wes.
Yes. All right, cool. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in for this little mini episode of West Side Stories Podcast. Peace, y'all. Big love.